Hey everyone, my name's Lily. I'm the book blogger behind Utopia State of Mind, and I'm bringing you my latest book haul. So, as I attempt, as always, to pick this up for a beautiful thumbnail, but also for your viewing pleasure, this is the stack of books that I'm going to talk about today. As you can tell maybe from the spines, it's a lot of Illumicrate books. It's also a little bit all over the place, so I'll start from the top down just because it's already here. The first one is The Archive of the Forgotten. I actually got this myself. This is a sequel to The Library of the Unwritten. That's the first one. So this is the second one. And I saw that the third one was coming out this year in the US. And I remembered, oh, because of Pandemic Land, I didn't get in contact with the publisher for the UK edition. This is the Titan Books one. This is my favorite cover as well of this. So I just went and got it. And here it is. I love this kind of graphic black, red, and white. That was also the theme of the first one, so I can't wait to see the cover of the third one. And my goal is to read this one before third releases, basically. It's just such a fun series. It's like queer librarian from hell. That was the first one, at least. So I'm not sure where the second one will go, but we're ready for it. The next one is the first of the 4 Illumicrate books. So the first one is The Devil Makes 3. I knew that this book was coming basically based on the hints and stuff. So I just was like, this is basically why I subscribed to Illumicrate. This book. It has sprayed edges. It's a new cover. So this is not like the US or the UK cover. This is a newly designed cover. It has spot gloss here. I don't know if you can see it. Metallic gold. It is just so beautiful. It also has gorgeous end papers that kind of match the design from the cover. It also has a foil design on the front cover, and it's signed. It is just so special to me, and it is one of my friend's Tori's books. I love this book so much. I'm so supportive of Tori in general, and I'm just so happy that this was came out and released and everyone can read it, and it was in Illumicrate. Just so many happy things for this book, and I just really loved it, and I'm really glad that I can put it on my shelf. I helped you reveal the US cover for it, so in general this book is just super precious to me. I also came with a pin. I'll do close-ups of the pins later because it's kind of hard to see them, especially on the backing, but it's this really fun magical inky book pin, just super on brand for The Devil Makes 3, which is this YA dark academia not mythical but magical horror-ish thing. I had to read it during the day. I'm also a big scaredy cat, but still I had to read it during the day. And yeah, it was this librarian who's also a cellist, or is she a librarian? Yeah, librarian who is also a cellist meets this guy who wants to find all of the knowledge basically, and that never ends up well. It just never ends up good. That's just never how you want it to go. The second one is I finally tracked down an Illumicrate edition of Once and Future. I really loved this copy because it has a different color scheme than the first one, which I love the first one, which is this blue and purple one, but this is a teal color, and it has sprayed edges, which is why I picked it up. I'm obsessed recently with sprayed edges. It's also signed. I really loved Once and Future. It is a spacey King Arthur retelling. It is just queer and just so joyfully queer as well. I love seeing queers in space. I love seeing retellings in space, and this one was really good. At the time that I was reading this, I was reading a lot of King Arthur retellings that just totally let me down, but this one was super fantastic, and I would recommend this if you haven't read it and it's not on your radar or your TBR. The next one is a signed finished copy of A Dragonborn Fern. Laura was really kind to send this to me. We've been collabing a lot, and we have some future collabs in the works that I'm really excited about. So this is just gonna make taking photos so much easier. I actually took a bunch of photos with a fake book so that I could put it in before the book released, but now it is released, so anyway, this is gonna make it so much easier. It's super gorgeous cover. I did a makeup look for it. And there are going to be very fun, exciting things coming up. What I loved the most about The Dragonborn and the Fern was totally unexpected, but it was the way that the main character struggles fitting into this new place and learning the language and the cultural differences that hit home really close for me. And so, if you like that kind of aspect, definitely check out this book, and then maybe stay tuned for future exciting things. The next one is an arc of the Kindred. Alicia sent this to me, and I'm just so excited. Oh, so excited. I just found these like postcard things in it. I'm so excited because I loved The Sound of Stars. That was Alicia's debut, so I'm just really excited for the Kindred. Alicia is just such a nice and lovely person, and I cannot wait to support the heck out of this one. I will also always support YA sci-fi, like in general. So this is on my TBR. It doesn't come out till January, so I have a while to read it, but I kind of want to start like immediately. So yeah, it's basically if I can remember about, what is it, empaths? They have this like connection between the two main characters. But I haven't read it, so I don't really know what it is. But it is supposed to be an intergalactic royal romance. So yeah, I'm just really excited for this one. And if you haven't read The Sound of Stars, please check it out because it's amazing. It's about like alien invasion and kind of a post-apocalyptic kind of sense. It's a post-apocalyptic book set in the United States. And I think it's set in the United States. And it's also about aliens and music, and just it's really, really just amazing. It has these perfect balances of high notes and low notes, and also kind of like major grand scale danger versus kind of internal family danger too. Like, it just is really well balanced. The next one is my Illumicrate edition of The Wolf and the Woodsman. What is gorgeous about this one? First off, the cover with the metallic details, the stenciled sprayed edges. Then there's also a beautiful kind of, what is this called? This is one of my favorite features of books, but I never remember what it's called. Anyway, it's a foil stamp, maybe? Really gorgeous. This one is also signed by the author. And, oh, I was like, what else does it have? It has reverse dust jacket art. I ended up really loving The Wolf and the Woodsman. It gave me very much of an enemies to lovers kind of vibe. But I really was into it, and I wasn't sure at all actually anything about the book, but then I ended up falling in love with it. And I also think that it's been a while since I've read this book, by the way, but I'm pretty sure it also delves a little bit into the differences and conflict between like a pre-Christian society and Christianity, so gotta recommend this one. And the next one is a proof of The Justice of Kings. This was sent to me by Orbit. It's coming February 2022. I'm really excited for this proof. It's 19 of 100, so there's only 100 of them, so only 99 others. I feel so lucky to have been sent this early copy, and so I really, really want to read it. Like, now, I really know nothing about it, except it gives me very much of like a Robin Hood vibe. It says that this the main character is a judge, jury, and executioner all in one, and so I kind of love that idea. And so I don't really know anything about it. It was totally a surprise. So all in all, very excited for that one. The next one is an arc of Our Violent End. Simon Teen sent this to me, and I could not be happier. I am so ridiculously happy about it. I've already read it. What are you going to do when you get one of your most highly anticipated releases? You're going to read it. I loved it so much. It gave me everything that I thought it was going to, and so much more. Chloe is like a master at the tension and the retelling aspects and the setting. Like, everything was just so good. Definitely recommend it. These Violent Delights is an absolute treasure, and I love it so much. The next one is a proof from Orbit. It is Far From the Light of Heaven by Tay Thompson. I'm really intrigued by Tay Thompson because I've only read one novella of Thompson's before. I haven't read Rosewater yet, which I really should. But this is Tay Thompson's like upcoming release, and so I was kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna jump into it with this upcoming release. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. I don't know at all anything about it, except I know that it's like a sci-fi one about space or the space race. I'm not sure if it's about space or the space race, but I know it's a sci-fi, and so I'm even more excited for this one. And then the final one is She Who Became the Sun. This is the Illumicrate edition with these gorgeous ombre sprayed stenciled edges, these beautiful end papers. It also has a gorgeous metallic dust jacket, or no, metallic stamp. It also has reverse cover art for that beautiful, beautiful book. What can I say about She Who Became the Sun? People were saying that it was like a Song of Achilles meets Mulan retelling. It is just so much more than that. It is nuanced, it is atmospheric, it is detailed. Like, it is a book that was slower than I expected, but I was absolutely swept away. I've seen everyone and their whole family rave about this book, so you don't need to hear it more from me, but it is queer, it is amazing, it features fantastic world building, it's the beginning of a series. It's just so many beautiful things I love all in one. And that brings me to the end of this book haul. As I said, I will pop in photos of the pins because that way you can see them better. Overall, so excited for all of these different books. Love the Illumicrate editions. Illumicrate is just like killing it with the stenciled and sprayed edges. Love it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you in the next video / book haul. Bye!